I've learned so much over the years, and not from a book, it's from the deer themselves that taught me everything. You know, living right here, you see deer day in and day out. 365 days of the year, I'm thinking about deer. There is no off time. I mean, we're going all the time. And our rangers checking cameras and checking fields and taking soil samples. If I spend 20 hours in a vehicle, 19 of it will be in a ranger. The deer keep me motivated. They're just such a challenge. Every one of them is so different. They're like the most difficult thing you can do with the bow. So I don't want it easy. I want the hardest thing possible. Hunting probably brought out the best in me, just proved myself, hey, you can do this, and gave me so much confidence. It's a chess game, but the more you play chess, the better you get at it. From as far as I can remember, I would just been infatuated with deer. That's not something that you learn from somebody. And for me, I think I was so infatuated with whitetails because I couldn't see any. When we started hunting in northern Minnesota, I was like, well, why am I not seeing them? I mean, I look at these magazines, I see these big bucks on the covers, I just must not be good enough, I must not know. The fact that it wasn't easy for me was what got me just so infatuated with them, was because I couldn't figure them out.
You're always just looking for the next animal or just a different characteristic. I mean, that's the one thing that we always like about whitetails, is they're always different. There's so many different things about it.
So you learn that, oh, that one's gonna be a tough nut to crack. You get them on camera every week, but never in the same place, never in the same field twice, never at the same time. They're just totally random. And other ones are just like clockwork. That's why I really like the whitetails, because every one of them has different personality. It's not necessarily that they're so smart, they just have good instincts. Up here and up there. Look at that one. I used to be such a fanatic about scent control. You kind of learn after all these years of being around them all the time. If they were afraid of human scent, where could they go? So I started rethinking that, and I was like, on all of our farms, maybe it's not that you want to keep them like low pressure. Maybe you want to be there all the time, but not like necessarily pressuring them. So I think what we've been so successful with the scent control routine that we have is that for 9 months out of the year, there is no scent control.
Hunting just naturally makes you slow down. Just naturally makes you appreciate what's going on outside instead of like your own internal life. Got a billion things going on. I get in that tree stand and I'm like, take a breath, and I'm like calm, instant calm.
It's so nice for me when I get in the stand. I just like sitting out there because, you're enjoying nature and you're looking at deer. Look, I mean, I love these animals. You have so much respect for them. Of course, we shoot a few, but I feed 1,000 of them. It's bittersweet when you shoot one, you're pumped about it, but then it's almost like you see an old friend go. You want to take the most ethical shot as possible. We've gotten to the point for both Tiffany and I, if it's not perfect, don't take it. If it's not right now, we'll see them again.
As much as Lee and I both like harvesting animals, I mean, sometimes it's just basically an ending to a story. I mean, there's just something so amazing about that, but that's probably the smallest part of it in all reality.
We used to have the carts and all that stuff to haul deer out, and now there's very few places, even in the timber, that you can't get your rangers close enough that they can pull the winch. Next to my bow, it's probably the most important hunting tool that we have. Hopping into the ranger, it's just so much more comfortable. You go driving across a field, in your truck, and you're bouncing all over, you just get aggravated in the first 10 minutes, but in a ranger, you just glide over that stuff. Anything that we're doing, it's such a big part of our lives here. It's not just with hunting, it's everything.
It's no exaggeration. Every day we use those vehicles, and it's just a tool, like when you're hunting, that I wouldn't want to live without, that's for sure.
The thing about hunting is, there's probably a lot of different things to a lot of people, but for us, I think it's something that just keeps our family together, something we do in common. So many people just never live up to their potential of what they can do. They don't know what they can do because you don't have something driving them that hard. I just feel sorry for anybody that doesn't have something that they're that passionate about.
It's always just like a learning game. I mean, I think that's probably one thing I kind of like about hunting. Just when you think you have it figured out, you don't.